Hello Taurus, I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com and this is the monthly read for November 2019 for Taurus. It's a general read, so it might not apply to everybody, so just take what resonates with you, leave the rest behind. Now I'm going to go into the energies for the beginning, the middle and the end of this month, and so that is kind of flexible. Depending on the action that you're taking, the inner work that you're doing, you might get through one of those phases faster than the other of the phases, so just be flexible about the timing of it. But it should resonate with you, hopefully. So I've picked out a card for you, Taurus. I'm Taurus too. So this is a card, the overriding energies of the whole month. And we've got the mystery. So this is like a new path, a new direction opening up, one that you don't know about. It's full of surprises, and this is the magical card, right? This is the universe surprising you with things that you forgot that you even wanted, things that you didn't even know that you wanted will be on this path, this mysterious path. Let's have a look what Colette Baron Reid says about it. This marker directs you into the unknowable mystery of your journey. It's the sacred place where all things are created, but are not yet formed. It points the way to pure power and potential, wow, which meets the magic of intention. It tells you that the magical and noble forces of destiny and fate are working in your life. The forces that you can never fully understand or control are indeed weaving their magic around you to help you fulfill your true purpose. There is, however, a warning to be humble here. The mystery reveals itself only when it chooses and not when or how you demand. The cosmic laws operate here outside of time and space, outside of human influence and intellect. Only hindsight will reveal their patterns. Only total trust and the deepest faith can be your allies when the mystery appears as a sacred journey marker on your path. Sometimes it may seem as if you're going backward, but truly, if you look at a spiral, it goes up, back and around, reaching upward, although it may seem for a time that you're not. You are indeed progressing. Trust the mystery and keep going. For now, trust that the thread of your life is woven into the pattern of the mystery with beauty, grace, strength and purpose. This marker is an auspicious and profound omen that shows you that you're on the correct path, Taurus. Wow, that's awesome. And what I was picking up from that is, it is a path. You know, it is a path and you've got to follow that path. There's no point in like veering off and like starting banging into trees and stuff. It's like being on a river, going with the flow of that river, past the rocks with the flow of it, not trying to go on a straight line like you're the line that you've decided on, and fighting the current each time. It's going with that flow, following that path, letting that mystery lead you. What an exciting month, Taurus. I'm excited. So at the beginning of the month, what we've got the connection and doubt cancels abundance card. So you're learning about how you've been holding abundance away from you, Taurus. Maybe how you've been blocking it, how your beliefs about it that have been keeping it away. This is like a transition time with the connection card is like you're making those connections now. You're figuring it out. You're figuring out what you've been doing or what you haven't been doing that's been keeping that away from you, and that's releasing the doubt now. So this is great. This is not like you're doubting, do some work about that. It's like you're making that connection now. You're figuring it out. You've realized and you're moving forward with that. You're doing something new now, right? Life is about doing the inner work and doing the external work at the same time. So it's about taking action. It's about doing the inner work. The inner work's like changing your mindset, changing your beliefs, growing into more of who you are, being more authentic, that kind of thing, healing yourself, letting things go, right? The external things is taking action. And so if somebody's just doing the inner work and they're not taking action, they're not going to manifest anything. You change your mindset, you can wish things all you like. But if you're not taking action, nothing's going to come. No abundance is going to come out of that, right? Same, if you're not doing any of the inner work, you're not growing as a person, you're not changing your mindset, you're not healing yourself, you're not letting go of things, you can take as much action as you want, but you're not going to get anything out of it. It's best when you're doing both at the same time and having that lovely balance, right? That's going to bring in the abundance for you, and you've made that connection now, Taurus. You know what it was that you were doing. Maybe you weren't taking the action, maybe you were taking too much action, you weren't doing the inner work. You figured it out now. You've figured out what that block was. You're doing something different now. So good on you. Keep going with that. Keep going with that, Taurus. Because that's leading you on this path, this mystery path. Respect, guidance. It's like, so you might have been through challenging times with money, with abundance. So it doesn't just have to be money, it could be a lack of anything. It could be a lack of friends, it could be a lack of opportunities, it could be a lack of jobs, or a lack of customers, or whatever, a lack of growth in a certain direction that you've wanted, a lack of being able to sell the house and move somewhere else. It can be lack of anything, right? And now you've kind of realized how you've been holding yourself back. You know how to make those changes. Now is the time to respect that guidance. It's like respecting the lesson that you've learned from that. It's not like feeling bad that you ever had to need to have that lesson, or that you were ever in that place in the first place. It's respecting that, you know, because Taurus are master manifestors, all about abundance, all about the great things in life, right? And so if you've been through hard times and you were finding it hard to manifest, don't beat yourself up about that. It's a lesson well learned. Remember, if you're a master manifestor, you don't become a master by not having any challenges. You come to be a master by having challenges and learning and growing about it. So you're way stronger from this. So respect the guidance that you've got from those experiences that you've been having, because you've figured it out. You've figured it out and you know what you're doing now, Taurus. You let go of that doubt because you know what it is now. So maybe you've spent a long time going, why is it that I can't manifest this? I'm usually great at manifesting, right, Taurus? And now you're not questioning yourself anymore because you've figured it out. At the beginning of the month we've still got, but you're still waiting for it. You're feeling better, right? You're feeling better in yourself because you know you figured it out. You know what you were doing wrong. You're taking action now, or you're doing the inner work now to change that. You're respecting where you've been. You're respecting that you had to go through that it's okay. You've learned something from it, but you're still waiting for the external manifestations. It's only the external part of it that you're waiting for. You've already got manifestations. You're feeling better. That's one manifestation. You figured it out. That's another manifestation. You're respecting the past. That's another manifestation. You're probably even manifesting people around you that have got what it is that you're looking for. So people are showing you around you. That's a manifestation too. Manifesting it in other people around you, or manifesting being able to see them, being able to notice them with the same. You're just going to have to wait for it. It doesn't have to be a long period of time. So don't fight that. And don't judge yourself based on it the externals not showing up yet. If you've got the internals showing up, if you've changed that, they are manifestations. Know that the rest is on its way. Right, so Taurus, the middle of the month. What have we got going on? We've got belief in yourself and fulfillment. So this isn't just about the external manifestations. They're going to come along. Don't worry about that, Taurus. But it's more about believing in yourself and fulfilling yourself, right? That's what's really important. You feeling better in yourself, Taurus. You putting yourself first. Not always putting the external world, the material stuff first. You putting yourself and how you feel first. So going for what fulfills you rather than just numbers or just things. Are they going to fulfill you? Or is it the belief in yourself that you can do it? Are you actually wanting to go for the manifestation itself for that thing? Or is it that you want to show that you can manifest it, Taurus? I know I've got that big drive. It's like sometimes it's not so much that thing that I want, it's that I want to prove that I can do it. I want to prove that I can manifest it. Because it's the journey. It's the journey. It's our growth that matters, really. That's what we want. That's what's really important to us. When all's said and done, when we go to the depths of ourselves. What else have we got going on for the middle? Wow. Middle of the month. Ooh. We got perfect passion. So this isn't just about any old kind of fulfillment that's coming. This isn't just about any kind of abundance, just like normal. This isn't just like your run-of-the-mill normal kind of making a bit more money or whatever. Remember, this is the mystery path. Like this is beyond. It's way more than you have been asking for. On that path of mystery is stuff that you've asked for a long time ago. It's stuff that your higher self knows that you want. It's like, it's fate, it's destiny. There's way more than you've thought. It's perfect for you, right? And so don't just think that this abundance and this fulfillment, this belief in yourself is just a little bit more than before. It's not. It's what is perfect for you. And passion, it's more than love. It's more than just liking something. It's being passionate about it. You've got great things coming in the middle of the month. Great things coming in the middle of the month, Taurus. You can get very excited about this path, but remember, go with the flow. Go with the flow of it. And communication is going to be really important, so you need to speak out. So to manifest this abundance, this fulfillment, to move forward on this path, it's very much about communicating. There's someone you need to talk to about it. You need to speak out. You need to tell somebody. That's the physical action that you need to take, right? Remember I said it's the inner work and it's the external work. When the time comes for the external manifestation to happen, the physical action that you need to take is communicating, it's talking to someone. So remember that in the middle of this month, Taurus. You've got to talk, you've got to open up, you've got to speak to someone else, maybe more emotionally, tell them how you're feeling. That's going to be the key to it. Or maybe it's something about your work and you're going to have to speak out, you're going to have to ask someone for something, but communicate. You'll know what it is in the middle of the month. You'll feel compelled to take that action. Remember, you don't need to do it by yourself. Don't be independent now. Let other people help you. Speak out to them. That's the physical action that's going to bring these amazing manifestations that you've been waiting for in. So when that person shows up on that path and you get that urge to, like, imagine some like random stranger saying, offering you something on the way, you've got to speak up for what it is that you want. What have you got at the end of the month, Taurus? Right. Changes. So these things are manifesting now because you've got the jealousy card and who am I, right? This is about staying firm on that path, keep on going down that path, no matter who is on the sidelines of that path saying, you've changed. You never used to be like that. Like, who are you to want that? Why are you going for that? You think you're better than me? You know, all of that crap that comes out of people's mouths when they're jealous of you moving forward, you getting what you want, you're manifesting abundance. It's hard to stay around people like that, especially when you're manifesting abundance. You know, I had that when my business started growing. I had to leave the place that I was in because I was so excited about it. And my online business is growing. This is years ago. And I was telling people all excited about it. I'm like, oh, I've published my 5th book and my business is really going. It's amazing. And I'm just moved into this bigger house by the beach. And everyone's like, healers, you know, very much in that healing where I was a few years before that, and they were going, should you really want that, Claire? Because it's not all about success and manifestation. Well, it was, because it wasn't just about the manifestations. There was way more going on in my life than that, you know, helping people, growing in myself so much more. And in that same way, you've got to realize what it is for you and stay firm on that path. Even if people are judging you, saying, oh, you're just about money, know that that's not what it's about. There's fulfillment here, there's respect, there's passion, there's all kinds of things going on, and you know that. So don't let people criticize you. Well, let them criticize you, but don't take it on, right? You know who you are and keep on going down that path. Don't let them distract you from that path, Taurus. The end of the month. So things are manifesting already, because if they weren't, then you wouldn't have those reactions from other people. Forgive them. Forgive them for, they might be criticizing you for the abundance that they see. Of course, they're only going to see the tangible things, aren't they? They're going to see your bright, shiny new sports car. They're not going to see that you feel more fulfilled now. They're not going to see that you have got a passion inside of you now. They're going to see the bright, shiny new sports car, right, Taurus? So they might be calling you superficial, but they're the superficial ones. They're not looking deeper at what everything else that you've got going on and who you are, the fulfillment that you've got. So forgive them for that. You don't need to convince them that they're the superficial ones. You don't need to stand up for yourself. You don't need to argue with them or fight for it. Just forgive them. That's where they're at. It's about them. As I said, they're calling you superficial. It's not you that's superficial. That's just the way that they're looking at it. You don't want to sabotage this new path, these things that you're manifesting just because of other people's points of view, because they're just looking from where they're at the moment, you know, and it can be very different. I've just had that image, you know, you see two people, they're looking at an image on the floor. To one person it's a 9, to the other person it's a 6. Nobody's wrong, it's just the point of perception that they've had, and they could like argue forever because they are both right? They've both got the point of perception. So there's no point in doing that, right? Just walk away. Walk away. Right, at the end of the month. This is really interesting, Taurus. So this is part of your life path, right? You know how I was saying that don't Don't feel bad about the challenges that you've had, especially in abundance. Like, to be a master manifester, you need to go through the challenges. So don't be embarrassed about the lack that you've experienced, this fear of lack that you've had. Because when you've learned from that and you really know how to overcome it, you've figured it out. Remember, that's the start of the reading. You've figured it out now. You've figured out how this doubt manifested. You figured out where you were going wrong, and you've changed that now, Taurus. And it's part of your path. It's part of. It's not even like I am heard. It's like the teaching card, but it's not even like standing up and preaching about it. It's not about telling all of these naysayers about and trying to change their mind. You're not here to teach them about it. You're here to just hold that energy. Keep moving forward on your path, and your energy is going to show everyone how to release it. Yeah. And that's not by standing and arguing with anyone. It's not by stopping on the path at that sign and just standing and arguing with everyone there. That's not moving down your path. Moving down your path is keep on moving down your path. And they're stood here and they're watching you. They're watching you go into the distance, and they're like, oh, well, she's doing it. Yeah? And that's how you teach people, is by holding your energy and moving forward. So you've moved from fear of lack. You're moving down that path now. Everyone's that's laughed at that fear of lack signpost there, just leave them behind. Leave them behind, because you moving down that path is your energy. That energy will be heard. You're actually helping more people by moving down that path. And you know that deep inside, Taurus, because that's what you're all about, the manifester. Awesome. That sounds like a great month, doesn't it? If you'd like a private reading with me, there should be a link popping up around there. So that's 3 pages of guidance from your higher self. I'll get that out within 24 hours. You can double it by checking a checkbox as you order. For less than double the money, you can have more than double the length. So it goes from 3 pages to 7 pages then. If you like this video, please click like and subscribe to my channel. I do daily reads, weekly reads, soulmate readings, the monthly reads, of course. New moon reads and full moon reads I've got up, and there might be other random awesomeness happening on my channel. There should be a link to a playlist for all the Taurus readings, so if you want to catch up on all of those other Taurus reads, then click on that, check out the other videos there. Amazing. Write down what's going on for you in the comments, Taurus. I'd love to hear from you. Have a fantastic month. I'm excited for you, Taurus, and for myself too, and for this Taurus too. See you next time. Bye.